Hello everyone, and welcome back to Dungeons and Dragons Lost Mine of Phandelver character creation. I'm Ross Sir McD, your DM and host as always. We're joined here with Lauren, who unfortunately
Hello.
recently lost her first third D&D character, I don't know, first real D&D character.
Yeah,
Very
for
sad.
problem.
It was a lot of work put into that character. I really felt it was a realistic person, but unfortunately
hmm
you decided to join Natalie's crusade into madness. Um,
Hey, you gotta roll with it.
so what we're doing this time that is different is that one, you're getting more HP, and two, you're getting the stats, better stats.
Okay.
So I want you to go into your macro tab, so the settings tab. See that?
Okay.
Settings, and then it says macro for stats.
Yep.
If you could roll that for me.
Okay, no, I don't see it.
So you go into.
Oh, I do.
Okay, good. Okay, and then you want to click back into chat and have a look at what you roll. So you can choose any of those four. So obviously the standard stat is the ones you've already done.
hmm
What one do you want to choose?
Third.
Third one, so the 75, okay. So go ahead and place your stats how you'd like into your
Okay.
core stats. So you got your character sheet open, yeah? It says
Yes.
Usova Krokisa or something. Came up with a random name there. So go ahead and stick those stats in, and as you put them in, do just explain your character then, your concept here. Because obviously this is kind of the best way to comprehend your character if he's going to have high strength or dex or con or whatever.
Yeah, I'm thinking of going female half-orc,
Okay. Nice.
possibly second generation, but I don't know. We're gonna have to argue on whether I get full
Okay. So yeah.
orky half-orc ability
Yeah.
because I don't want to look like that.
Okay. Yet again, another monstrous race who is
Well,
known for
come
their
on.
evilness. And
Well, no, actually, half-orcs are neutral
you're
usually.
right. Half orcs are
Okay.
actually less, because half orcs are often the product of a nasty orc raid, and it's not like you've got
Yeah.
a father orc figure. So
No, that's we're working with that as the backstory.
you are working with that. That's your already intended
Yeah.
backstory. I see. Okay, so you've certainly fit in there with the rest of the half orcs. Yeah, half orcs aren't nearly hated like drows are. Did you read the PDF on them then? The little page on them.
On half orcs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Read
wow.
up on them.
Look at you. Did you Google it or did you read the PDF?
Oh
There was
no, I
some.
googled it.
Googled it. Okay. Um, but no half
Right.
orcs. Greyish pigmentation, sloping foreheads, jutting jaws, prominent teeth, and towering builds make their orcish heritage plain for all to see. Half orcs stand between 6 and 7 feet tall and usually weigh between 180 and 250 pounds. Why is it you want to play a half orc?
Um, I don't know. Does I felt like it?
Okay, sure, but why do you want to play
Plus,
a half orc who doesn't look like a half orc?
because
That's part of the charm of being a half orc, isn't it?
I suppose it is. I suppose it is. But yeah, I don't know. Gonna see this. She hates her orcish ancestry, so she's trying to remove herself from that.
Okay,
So
cool.
she wears like a mask to hide her ugly orky face.
Cool, that's cool. Yeah, mass, that's pretty cool. Cool. I have to say cool like 50 times in that sentence for some reason. Okay, so go ahead.
Cool.
Go ahead and what kind
Right.
of place your stats? Are you tough? Are you fast? Are you wise? Intelligent? Do you maybe a wizard? Do you use magic? Or do you shoot bows? What are you thinking? Do you
Okay,
punch
I
people?
think I'm probably sick. So I'm gonna put my intelligence as the lowest.
Okay. So your lowest stat isn't very low, it's a 10.
It's
Quite
not
well
very
there.
low really, but is
So
that
you're,
like average?
that's completely average, yeah.
Oh,
Not like
okay.
your appearance, which is significantly worse being a half orc. See, Made you think I was talking about you, and then I talked about your character. I'm so good.
No, you're not. You're mean.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
What's the other one?
So 11 is your
11.
second worst, and again, not really bad.
Oh no, wait a minute. I'm gonna make that 12.
Okay.
That 11. Hmm.
So as a half-orc, by the way, your strength increases by 2 and your constitution by 1 from your orcish heritage.
Yeah.
Okay, so what have you done then? You want
Yeah, I went for Constitution highest at 16 because I get the +1. Anyway, but I wanted Strength at 14 because that goes up to 16 anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Dex and Wisdom at 12.
Okay.
Charisma at 11, but I think I get negatives on Charisma.
Nope, no negatives in charisma.
No?
No, you don't
Okay,
get
I'll look
negatives.
down Charisma. And 10 Intelligence because I'm going to be average.
Cool, okay. Did you put the 14 in strength? It's not showing up for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you click. Oh, you clicked out of that,
Sure.
I see, okay.
Yeah.
So up the top right, make sure to put your race as half-orc, and then go ahead and add those. I'll do that while you're doing that. So your strength goes up to 16, your con all the way to 17. Okay, that's obviously, you know, they only change on an even number, so the con at 17 doesn't change anything at the moment, but maybe when you get to level 4, as if that's going to happen, you can boost a stat with it. Okay, great. Let's see here. So, go into your background then.
Mm.
Half-orcs mature a little bit faster than humans. What was that noise?
That is my fan going into overdrive.
That's lift your laptop off of.
Okay. That better.
I don't know, oh god. Yeah, half-orcs matured a little faster than humans, reaching adulthood around age 14. They age notably faster and rarely live longer than 75 years. So what kind of age are you thinking of being?
14.
Okay, wow. So you just hit adulthood. So that'd be like 18 in human terms.
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and stick that in then. So if you open up the flowchart and the character creation, so the first link, the flowchart. Do you see that? Yeah.
No, not yet.
No. So you've character creation handout. It starts with step number and description. Yeah. You see that? On roll 20, you go into the second tab. It says journal. Under characters, open up the characters folder. Character creation.
Yes.
You click that.
Yeah, nothing's opening when I click that, is the issue.
So maybe you've got your character sheet open and it's behind it or something. So try minimizing your character sheet. Was that it? Yeah. Okay. So if you scroll down, you'll see the first link is a rough flowchart. So if you click on that, I mean you don't have to. Well, you click on that, and then in the bottom left or the middle left really, it says random height and weight, and it's got what a half-orc would be. So you can roll if you'd like for your height and weight, or you can just choose. But a half-orc, you're somewhat larger and bulkier than humans, and they range from 5 to well over 6 feet tall, and their size is obviously medium. So you can go ahead and roll if you'd like, or would you just want to choose?
No, I'll just roll for it, I don't care.
Okay, so plus 2d10, so roll me 2d10. So you start at 4'10", and then you add 2d10 inches there.
So you just want 2 rolls?
Type /r space 2d10.
Sweet, that's alright.
Okay, so that means you are plus 13 inches, 5 feet 11. So a very tall woman.
Sweet.
So go ahead and put that in. And as I said, your size is medium as well. Okay, and your weight, go ahead and roll 2d6. So the way weight works is you times your difference in height by the weight. So this could be fun.
Okay.
You start off 140 pounds.
What am I just rolling for it? Sorry, what did I do?
2d6.
Okay.
So 7 times 13. You weigh 231 pounds.
Oh, sweet.
That's 16 and a half stone, by the way.
What? 16 and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a chubby. No, I'm not. I'm pure muscle. At 14. Fuck.
Okay, so your eyes in here, you can choose it however you want. Whatever your parent wants, it's entirely up to you. Obviously you've got half human heritage, you've got all of the vast arrays of humans.
Mm-hmm.
And I said size is medium.
Yep, I'm just
Vision, you've got 60 feet dark vision, so you can see in the dark, one of the benefits. Also, I think your gender's female, you said?
Yep. 60 feet, sorry.
Dark vision. So you can see in the dark, just like your last character, but not as well as the drow.
Yeah, it didn't really come in handy.
Your known languages are Common and Orc. And then I'll give you one free for where you grew up, since you grew up in a human village. Is that right? You didn't grow up in Orc land?
No, I grew up in human.
Okay.
Where the fuck did I put that in?
Known languages, right next to vision. Shockingly enough.
I keep looking on top. Right, sorry.
Orc is just called Darakatan, or you could just write Orc. It makes no difference.
I'm gonna write orc. And common?
And Common, yep.
Yeah.
So whereabouts did you grow up? Do you know? Yeah. Remember, there are some in the character creation. If you scroll down, there's a bit of villages. Did you grow up nearby to Neverwinter, or you? Because the Sword Coast is filled with orcs. If you get half orcs, you're gonna get half orcs here around this area.
Okay, I'll grown up close by. Let's say with Neverwinter. I meant to grow up there.
Oh shit! This does say Luskin is a pirate city.
Fuck you!
It says it here.
I was totally right.
It's not. Maybe that guy made it up for his own campaign. And no, right, that's Leylon, Lauren, the town you were talking about. So you weren't totally right, because that's two separate towns.
It sounds the same. I knew there was a pirate town somewhere.
I just realised where you got that from now. But Christ, Luskin is the north. Anyway, yeah, so for example, Phandalin was built in the ruins because the previous Phandalin was destroyed by an army of orcs. Finally.
Okay.
So yeah, okay, you're around the area then. You speak Shondathan. So Common.
How do I spell that?
It's on the character creation thing.
I'm not looking at it.
Well, how about you change the size so you can see both? But CHON DAT Hotel Alpha November Shondathan. Okay.
Okay, sweet.
So your alignment, as half-orcs inherit a tendency towards chaos from their orc parents and are not strongly inclined toward good. Half-orcs raised among orcs are willing to live out their lives among them, are usually evil. Of course, that wasn't the case for you, so you can do whatever. You can do whatever anyway. And on that flowchart as well, it's got the description of them all there.
Sweet, I'm going neutral chaotic.
Chaotic neutral.
I remember these. Yeah. Well, I put it the other way around, but yes.
Yeah, you make sure you get it right way around. Creatures follow their whims, holding their personal freedom above all else. Many barbarians, rogues, and some bards are chaotic neutral.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was thinking of going barbarian anyway.
Like Alan was.
Yeah.
Last time, everyone's ranged. This time, everyone will be melee. It's gonna be everyone's learned that they don't want to play something really squishy. So as an orc, you get relentless endurance, which is ridiculously powerful. The first time you're reduced to 0 hit points,
Mhm.
you actually are not killed. You stay at 1 HP, which might give you a whole round, and you have to go to sleep at night before you get to do that again. And you also get Savage Attack, which is again ridiculous. When you score a critical hit with a melee weapon attack, so when you hit someone with a sword, you get. So with a critical hit, I don't know if you saw, you rolled an extra damage dice. So if your bow did D8 damage, you'd roll another
Mhm.
D8 and add it to it. Now you get to
Right.
do two D8, so total you're doing 3 D8 on a crit. Or, for example, if you use a bigger like two-handed weapon that does D12s, you may end up doing 3 D12 on a critical hit, which is ridiculously powerful. Um,
I knew there was a reason I wanted to be this race.
I'm sure you read about that. I'm sure you did. Okay.
Of course.
So let's see. So now we're going to do your background. Obviously, there's a list. I go on the flow chart, and there's a list of them all on the right hand side. So you can just read the names, and as well in the character creation, there's if you scroll down all the way to the bottom, there's a link to a separate website that's some of their own uh, created. They made it up themselves. The background, so things like gladiators, prostitutes, farmers, things like
Where is
that.
this on the flowchart?
On the right hand side is all the PDF one, the standard ones, and I can tell you there's pirate, for example, Urchin. Do you see that there? Yeah. So you're on the flow chart.
I'm on the flowchart.
You've got to zoom out so you can see the entire thing.
Yeah.
The entire huge block that takes up the right hand side that's highlighted in blue
Sweet.
is the
Right.
background.
Is it just that bit?
And no,
Okay.
also on the character, yeah, it's just that bit on the flowchart, but also in the character creation handout, if you scroll all the way to the bottom, there's the backgrounds, the extra
Okay.
backgrounds, which are Bravo, Farmer, Feral, Fisherman, Gladiator, Grave Digger, Grave Digger. But you're really young, so there's not a lot. You maybe want to create your own background, which you can do as well.
Yeah, I might just do
Or you
that.
could be an urchin. You grew up on the streets alone and orphaned, but you weren't an orphan, are you? Alone and you thought you were orphaned?
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
I grew up all by myself, shunned by my family.
All by myself. I wanna be. Okay, urchin. You grew up in the streets alone, orphaned and poor, but not you don't have to be orphaned. You had no one to watch over you or provide for you, so you learned to provide for yourself. You fought fiercely over food and kept a constant watch out for other desperate souls who might steal from you. You slept on rooftops and in alleyways, exposed to the elements, and endured sickness without advantage of medicine or a place to recuperate. You survived despite all the odds and did so through cunning, strength, speed, or some other combination of each. You began your adventuring career with enough money to live modestly but securely for at least 10 days. How did you come by that money? What allowed you to break free of your desperate circumstances and embark on a better life?
What was the actual question? How I got the money?
Something to think about. You can think about it and type it up in your backstory. So go to skills. You get sleight of hand and stealth, and you also get intimidation for being a half-orc.
Okay. Okay.
And in background, down the bottom, you get tool proficiencies in disguise, kit, and thieves' tools.
I can't spell disguise.
Disguise. It doesn't.
And thieves' tools, sorry.
Thieves' tools, yep.
Cool.
Well, Well, you put all the effort into spelling disguise right.
I know. Okay, is
Misspelled
it an
thieves and didn't even. No, it's not an F. You put the I before E, except after C. Did no one ever teach you?
I before E, except after. Yeah, I know that. I just never remember. Okay.
Also, I should have an apostrophe after this. Because it's thieves' toes. Yeah, good job. And it should be capitalised, but nonetheless. Go to your equipment now, your inventory.
Okay.
So you get a small knife. What are you doing?
I don't know.
A small knife?
Where do I put this in? Just in my inventory.
Yeah, you're in inventory, row number 1. It says the name. You've done this before.
I know, but no, I don't remember. Okay.
A map of the city you grew up in, which was Neverwinter, was it?
Yeah.
Harsh life, mate. Neverwinter's been attacked by ghouls and stuff, man. A token to remember your parents by?
Just write that, or do I have to think up what that token is?
You have to think up. You can't say, here is my token with which I remember my parents. Here is my object I used to attack. I'm going to consume the unspecified nutritional source.
Name some god or something.
There's a list of gods on the...
Yeah, just, I don't care what one, just like a human one.
Milo.
How do you spell that?
Milil. The god of poetry and song. I can't see it unless you click out of the box.
Right.
So a little token of your mother when she abandoned you.
Yeah.
She wrapped a little. You don't know who your mother is, but when you were like 3 or something, I don't know when she'd abandoned you. You managed to as a baby.
I'm being abandoned straight away, straight out the womb.
As soon as you're out of the womb, you pick up your sword and your knife. You also get a set of common clothes. And a belt pouch with 10 gold pieces. Remember, you put the gold up the top.
Where?
Where it says
GP.
Coin carried, yeah. 10 gold pieces.
Cool.
Okay, so back into background. The feature you have is is city secrets. You know the secret patterns and flow to cities and can find passages through the urban sprawl that others would miss. When you're not in combat, you and companions you lead can travel between any 2 locations in the city twice as fast as your speed would normally allow.
Okay.
That's going to come up so much. For sure.
I know, right?
So many cities out in the rural
It's gonna be so
wilderness.
handy.
Okay, I like how you're making a lot of noise. It's great.
Yeah. I'll just fuck with you.
Okay, so give me a roll for 2d8 for your personality traits. Okay, number 2, I ask a lot of questions. So go ahead and type that into your personality traits. You're a very inquisitive person. Maybe you're constantly wondering whether someone will betray you. Oh, that's funny, because number 6 is, I think anyone who's nice to me is hiding evil intent. Of course you would. With the horrible life you're brought up. Okay, your ideals. We have the choice of, or you can roll for it. Is can't fucking talk over your typing so loud.
Sorry.
Respect, community, change, retribution, people, or aspiration.
Aspiration.
I'm going to prove that I'm worthy of a better life. So that's your ideal.
Yeah.
That's your goal in life. To prove that you're worthy of a better life. You're not going to be an urchin on the streets. You're going to make copper without picking someone's pocket. Bond, so a D6. Two, I sponsor an orphanage to keep others from enduring what I was forced to endure. Take that.
Yeah, that's quite uncanny.
It's
But
good,
how am I
it's-
going to sponsor an orphanage when I'm a fucking urchin?
So you start. That's what you're doing now.
Okay.
So you're gonna
Is that what I'm doing?
send money back from, and you're in Fandolin, and you put every time the wagon leaves, you put like 10% of your gold or half your gold or something, whatever you decide how much you, or maybe you ride back to Neverwinter when you've got some downtime, and the kids are all like, kids probably aren't very happy to see you. You just pay for it. The kids are like, who's that? And they're like, this is the person who pays for you all to get food. She's really scary looking. You do it. So your flaw, a D6. People who can't take care of themselves get what they deserve. Okay, that doesn't work with your bond.
No, it doesn't.
So let's roll again. I'll either get 2 right. Well, 2 is gold seems like a lot of money to me, and I'll do just about anything for more of it. But the reason you'll do that is to sponsor an orphanage.
No, it doesn't work. One more time.
Okay.
I'm going with it.
Try again.
Fuck it.
I will never fully trust anyone other than myself.
Okay.
Some of these are like direct opposition to other stuff. Okay, so class. What are you thinking of then? You think barbarian? Or fighter? Or
Yeah.
someone tough and
No.
strong?
Well,
So
is
barbarian's all about
Barbarian...
raging and not wearing any armor or anything like that and just smashing people's skulls in. Well,
Yeah, I want to
fighter.
be a badass.
Okay, sure. And I would explain why that's your half-orc tendencies. And also you couldn't afford gear anyway. Okay, so hit points. Barbarians get D12s, so you get max at first level, which is 12 plus 3, so 15. And we're giving you an extra hit dice. So roll ahead, go and roll your hit dice plus your con modifier.
Where?
On your core stats page, where your hit points were last time.
I know. Right, okay, so just hit D12.
No, type it, yeah, or you can do that if you want, yeah, I suppose. No. See, so you start in HP is 15 and then you've got 12 extra because I'm nice. And that's fucking ridiculous. I'm regretting already. 27 HP.
Sweet.
3 times more than you had
Yay.
before. Also, your
That's what I
speed
need.
is 30.
Okay.
So, and you want to make sure you bump up that you've got 2 hit dice as well.
27. And where did I put in that I've got 2?
Down where the hit dice is.
Yeah, I can see. Alright.
Current 2. And you want to go in class.
Okay.
Oh, actually, before you leave this page, you've got save proficiencies in strength and constitution. So tick those.
Strength and constitution. Okay.
Okay. Skills, you get to choose 2 from animal handling, athletics, intimidation, nature, perception, and survival. And remember, if you choose one you've already got, you pretty much get a free one. You get to place it anywhere.
Okay, I'll go for survival. And sorry, what were the options here?
It's all in the chat.
I'll go for yeah. So if I go for intimidation, I've already got that. Can I pick something? Just whatever.
Yes, yeah, that's how it works. So if you choose something you've already got, you get a free one. So you've basically got one free one, and then you have to choose one from them.
Okay, I'm gonna go with medicine.
Okay. Medicine and survival. Cool.
Yeah.
Is that so you don't let anyone die in yourself again? You'll always stay there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm the caning mother type, I'm sure.
And in background, you've got proficiency with light armor, medium armor, and shields. Just put like music on during this.
You should type for me so you don't hear me clicking.
Okay.
And weapons, it's just
you get simple and martial weapons. Yeah. There you go. Copy paste in.
Thank you.
And no tool bonuses. And for your class, you're obviously a barbarian. So put that up by 1. 1 level in barbarian. And add a class resource for rage.
Where?
In class.
Don't see it.
So there's background, skills, class, weapons, armor. Right? So we're in the class page.
Yeah.
Okay, now it says class levels.
Yeah.
So you've put 1 in barbarian.
Yeah.
And class resources. To the right.
Yeah.
Big button says add. So you've got to add one for rage.
Okay.
Okay, and it recharges on a long rest. And you get 2. And when raging, you get a bonus to your damage. You get a bonus to resistance, so when things hurt you, they do less damage to you. Which is why you're never going to die. You can't cast spells, it's not really relevant. It lasts for a minute, or if you're knocked unconscious it stops, or if you end your turn without attacking someone or taking damage. And then you have to rest afterwards. And you can't do it while wearing heavy armor either. You also get unarmored defense, which means when you're not wearing any armor, your armor class equals 10 plus your dex plus your con. So there you go, that's there. And go ahead into your armor page and toggle on unarmored bonus barbarians stuff. Should say barbarians unarmored bonus. Yeah. So you're in armor, and then it says unarmored bonus, and there's a drop down menu.
Yeah, got it.
There we go. And equipment. Choices. So, you get a great axe or any martial melee weapon. And the weapons are on the PDF on page 146. If you want to look at them.
Okay. What would you suggest?
So, a great axe is good. So that's a two-handed great axe that you stab people with.
Mhm.
Anything with because of the way your criticals work, anything that has a D12 is quite good for you, and a great axe is the only thing that's a D12.
Okay, let's go with that then.
Okay, so put that in your inventory. You've got a great axe.
Grey, sorry, or great.
Great, great
Okay.
axe, like a great sword.
Okay.
Okay, you also get oops. Do 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 do. Two hand axes or any simple weapon.
So I can't find the list of ones, but I'll go for
Page 140, as in the little page number on the book.
yeah.
The book's. So if you look in the bottom corner of a book, it's got a page number. What? Yeah.
Yeah.
What does it say?
Okay. 146,
On this live
Um,
stream, we learn how to read books.
and spell and all manner of other things. Oh dear.
It's like a
Yeah,
learning experience. Yeah. So you're on the
I
page. There's
want.
a big list of them.
Yeah, I want like to dual wield swords, little ones.
So maybe two hand axes then.
But I don't want another axe. I prefer something lighter.
Well, you can't dual wield anything because you've only got. Well, I mean, you could buy something with your 10 gold if you'd like. Um, there's literally nothing
Mm,
lighter than the two hand axes there, apart from two
okay, let's
daggers.
go. Let's go for the two hand axes then.
Okay, so hand axes two, and let's see. You also get 4 javelins.
Yeah.
And an explorer's. Oh my god, that's spelling out. And an explorer's pack.
Another reason why you shouldn't let me
You're
type.
gonna have to learn
So
one day, Lauren.
I don't think so. Everything else can be
You
spell
can
checked.
learn how to use possessives properly. Explorers, when to use apostrophes, when something's owned. So an explorer's pack, not explorers plural, for example. Things like that. Okay, great. That was fast. Oh, D100, please. Trinket. What trinket do you have? 67. Do. A gold monocle frame without the lens.
Sweet.
Okay, so see, and is there anything else then? I think we've covered
We're
everything.
done.
So you just have to think about how is it you got that 10 gold? How is it you're coming to like you managed to come out of poverty and approach Gundren? And what you can do is
Mm-hmm.
there's a bio and info page, so you can press edit and you can type up your backstory there and a name of course. How could we forget a
Oh, a
name?
name.
So their
Okay.
half-orc names are just human names or orc names. But you don't know.
Okay.
You would know, so you'd be a human name because you named yourself, I suppose, or some of the other Urchins named you.
Hmm. I can't think of anything.
Brick.
Brick. Yeah. Something more feminine than that, surely.
I don't know. I don't really know if you represent femininity. Do you? And you also have a mask, right? You wanted a mask,
Yeah.
so you have a mask. Say, yeah. Just say you have a mask. Doesn't cost. What does your mask look like?
Kind of like metal, leather, and structure to try and
So
shield
is it
off from the fact that I'm.
like a party mask, like you'd wear at those Italian, Right, you put it
No,
over
no,
your
no, more like
face.
this. Over her mouth.
So it's like
She's
a.
ashamed of her.
So
You're
it's like
ashamed of her
a.
orcishness.
What? What's the guy? Bane. Like Bane.
Like Bane, almost like Bane, but not like
More,
Bane.
more, more helmety, more protectiony.
Yeah, around the sides.
Okay, cool. Like kind of like a balaclava as a. Not balaclava, a bandana.
Mhm.
Um, do names. Yep, names are just like so. Some female orc names. You get Baggy. And you wouldn't be. You would be called female orc. Just look at the human Shondathan names, or the Shondathan, yeah. Female. Let's see. Some examples are Arvine, Isabel, Jessael, Kerry, Miri, Rowan, Chandri, Lurine, Tessalee. They fucking like their plural letters, don't they?
Mhm.
Right. What are you thinking? Any idea? Obviously, you don't have a
Um,
surname.
can't think of anything. I'm totally uninspired on what to call her.
I like Brick, personally. I was a big fan of Brick. Mud.
Brick?
Street. I don't know. I just try to think of what you call an urchin. Because urchin's not going to get a nice name.
No.
Um, How do you? I'm saying Oliver.
Brick's too many. Stone sounds more ladylike.
Stone.
Yeah.
That's Stone sound more really like. Oh, I like Roe.
I think. What?
Roe. Roe. Roe.
Okay.
Do you like that?
Sounds good to me.
Do
I
you
do
know
like
what it
that.
is?
And it's easy to say.
I searched for famous urchin names, and a roe is a sea urchin's internal egg, apparently. Or the released egg masses of fish and certain marine animals, such as shrimp, scallop, and sea urchins. As a seafood, roe is used as both a cooked ingredient and a raw ingredient. So it's eggs of
It's
fish.
yeah.
How yummy. Nom nom nom.
Okay, raw I am.
Roe. Roe, roe, roe. It's spelled R-O-E. How did you spell it? Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I
spelled
put
it
it
right.
in
Cool.
early.
Okay, well. God, that was a lot faster. Or maybe just time
Yeah,
flies more quicker with you. No,
I'm sure.
it's like half
I
as
don't
half
fanny
as
about.
much. No, and you yes, that's true. Well, yeah, so you could just write up, as I said, go in your bio and info, and then just edit it, and you can do that. Between the before the session, write up a rough how when you were born, how your life was, if you get any enemies or the orphans, things like that. Well,
Cool.
thanks very much for watching, everyone. We'll see you guys next Wednesday at 2000 UTC, or whenever character creation is for the last two people. Who knows when it'll be? I don't know when it'll be. So just follow and you'll find out. Haha. Like making them follow me. It's gonna be bigger when I'm. Yep. Thanks very much. Bye bye.
Bye.